Welcome to the world's oldest and steepest tram ride in the world, taking you up to the iconic Victoria Peak. Today we're going to be putting it to the test. Are the views truly unbeatable? Is the price tag worth it? And what actually is at the top of the peak? Is there lots to do? Now let's get into it. Good morning from vibrant Hong Kong. Today we are taking the iconic Peak Tram up to the top of Victoria Peak. We're going to be checking out some of the best shopping spots along the way and also trying some of the iconic Hong Kong dishes. But the first thing this morning which we need to do is take one of the trains. So we're at the North Point station right now. I think it's going to be like one of the tubes, to be honest, in London, so we'll have to see how good these are. One good thing is that it's actually not too hot today, and these are quite well ventilated too. You can see all the fans up on the roof pushing the air out, so it is actually quite nice and cool down here. So we've got our Octopus card for our trip. What is really annoying though is you can't actually use your card and just scan that. You have to actually buy a ticket or an Octopus card. But we've got ours to take us to Causeway Bay, that's it. It cost us $6 each, that's about 60p each, so it's really quite cheap. So it's definitely worth getting the public transport, and I think they're every sort of like 5 minutes, while this island line is every 5 minutes, so that's pretty good too. And we are off, so they basically work the same as the tube does, which is quite good. But one thing that is annoying, I don't know whether it happens in London now, but there's people always trying to like push in as people are getting off. So like the tube will arrive and there's always someone here that just tries to get in before everyone's got off, so it's like basically a mass brawl in the centre, which just doesn't make sense. I don't understand why people do it. But we're now heading over like a sky bridge thing. We've come to this like corner section right now, and look at how cool this is. It's kind of like New York City, Times Square, but instead we are in Causeway Bay in Hong Kong. Look at how cool those trams are, which you can get around Hong Kong. There's also a Hong Kong Disneyland, if you didn't know. We're not going to do it because it's quite expensive, but if we ever come back, we've got to give that a go. I think on another life, I was probably born here in Hong Kong because it's so techy, which is basically a bit of me. I love a bit of tech. But I have to say the shopping here is amazing, so maybe we need to do a bit of that on another one of the days. But we are now going to head over to the Peak Tram, which will hopefully take us up to the top of Victoria Peak so we can get some amazing views over Hong Kong. What is quite cool is that in between all of these massive skyscrapers and stuff, there is a little street market which goes through there. We're not going to take a look at that now because we're heading over to the Peak Tram, but I thought I'd show you it. So we're jumping on to another public bus, and I have to say the public transport here is amazing. You can pretty much get it most places, and they've got loads of different lines. They've got trams, they've got buses, they've got the metro, underground too, so it's all really useful. So it's cost us 80p to get there too, so nice and cheap. But we'll have to see how much we actually spend on public transport by the end and see how expensive it really is. But there's not many cars on the road, and it's definitely cheaper than getting an Uber, so I'll see you once we get there. Just got off the bus and we're not really too sure what's going on here, but everyone looks really sad, so I don't know whether it's like some form of funeral or something, but it doesn't really look like a funeral. It looks more like a wedding with what everyone's wearing. It's just the fact everyone's crying, which is quite strange. You don't really know what's going on. But here it is. It is the world's steepest tram, the Peak Tram, and it is just down here, and by the looks of it, it takes you all the way up there. I don't know how we've managed to get to this point of it, so we're gonna have to try and find a way of getting down to the bottom, but I don't have any clue how we get down. So the entrance to the Peak Tram is actually right in front of us here. Now there's a massive queue for people trying to buy a ticket, or if you've already got one, the queues are a lot smaller. So I think you can get them online. Beth and I are just going to try and get a ticket now online, because that'll make it much quicker than waiting in the really long queue to buy a ticket before waiting in the queue, then to actually get on the tram. So hopefully we can do it that way, and I'll let you know, and I'll leave a link to the ticketing website in the description below if we can. I'm not going to lie, the queue in here is a little mad. It's taking forever to actually get to the front, but it could be probably because it's a Sunday and it's also Easter weekend too. which isn't ideal, so it is very busy. But let me tell you a little bit about the history of the Peak Tram. So it actually started in 1888, which makes it the oldest form of public transport here in Hong Kong. And to see what a couple of the carriages are like, this is what the first ever carriage looks like. So we'll compare that to what we see in just a couple of moments. And the early ticketing system was just that there, whereas now everyone's buying tickets either online, or I'll show you the ticket booth in just a second. So we've just bought our tickets and it came to around 168 Hong Kong dollars each, which is around £16.50 each. But look at this room, it's quite a funky room. It's weird though, it feels like you're moving around but you're actually not. But we're still waiting in a massive queue before we can actually go into the tram. I don't even know where it is, to be honest. Right, so we've managed to get onto the tram. It was carnage. Look at how busy it is too. There's loads of people. Some people actually stood up too, which is crazy. But here we go, up to the top of Victoria Peak. You can really feel the G-force on your face when it's pulling you up here. It's so steep. I wouldn't want it to break though, because you go flying down and smash into the station down at the bottom. But just look at how amazing this is. It's beautiful. It's very green too, like Kuala Lumpur. A lot greener than the places like Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh City, and a few of the other cities that we've been to. So we've just got to the top now, and it is carnage. It's so busy up here, but I don't know, again, like I said, if it's because it's a Sunday. But it's basically got loads of shops, food places, and then there's even a Madame Tussauds Hong Kong over there. So that actually costs $340, which is about £34. So we're not going to be doing that today. But we did buy the combo ticket. So we also get to go up to the top of the Peak Tower, which gets even better views, hopefully, from the top. If you did just want to do the ride up to this shopping centre part, it is only $108, which is about £5 less. So you can do that, but we've decided that we want to go up to the top of the tower because you're meant to get the best views over Hong Kong. So we've just gone over to this Chung's tea house to buy ourselves what is called a sugar puff, and it looks really nice, kind of like a donut, and that cost 15 Hong Kong dollars. So let's give it a try. I've got sugar all over my mouth now. Tastes good, very sweet, but it's nothing like a donut. It's not quite as good as a donut that's filled with stuff. This is filled with mainly pastry by the looks of it. So I've definitely had better things than that. So we've just come up a floor and found this iris gallery. Look how cool this is. I've never seen it before. But basically, they make artwork out of your eyes. So you just get a photo of your eye and then they produce it and make it into artwork. So that's a really cool thing. I've never seen that before anywhere in the UK. I don't know if they do it in the UK or not. But yeah, that's amazing. This place is amazing. It's like its own little town / city. Look, so you've got the main station there for the Peak Tram, and then up there is the Peak Tower, which we'll be going to a little bit later on. Then you've got like a massive shopping centre in just behind, loads of cafes, restaurants, bars and stuff, all overlooking Hong Kong. So we're going to try and find ourselves somewhere to get some food now and a drink, and then hopefully we can admire the views from there. I don't think we quite appreciated how big this place is. We've been looking around for ages. There's loads of different restaurants and stuff. There is quite expensive food too, so we're having a look to see if we can get any sort of street food just to make it a little bit cheaper as we want to go to a nicer restaurant this evening. But we're now at the top of the shopping centre area, and we get great views over the south side of the island. So you don't actually get these sort of views from the Peak Tower itself. But look how amazing that is. There's so much. It kind of reminds us of Bokor National Park. I don't know if you can see the hotel in the distance over there. But if you watch the vlog from going up to Bokor National Park, you'll recognise the hotel. It looks very similar to that, and it looks kind of abandoned almost, but I'm guessing people still use it. I don't really know. I've literally just stumbled across this too. It's called Monopoly Dreams, but look at how cool this shop is. So they've got like Monopoly cushions with like the money on, the electric company, chance there, all these Monopoly games, all the different editions. You've got Harry Potter, the electric, Batman, Robin, loads of different styles. Then you've got these massive ones which cost like 400 quid. I think it's this one over here, yeah, £488 for this Monopoly board, which is crazy. They've got like Cluedo, a few other things too. We've even got like Monopoly food and drink. I don't know how they make that Monopoly style. And they've got the attraction called Monopoly Dreams. I don't really know what it is, to be honest. It looks like you sort of play the game of Monopoly whilst you're in there, but it's a really cool setup. Let me show you the entrance just over here. So that's where you go in and the butler takes you in. But look how cool that is. Maybe if we had a bit more money, we'd go in. Because it costs, I think, £26 or 260 Hong Kong dollars. So it is a bit too expensive for our budget. So this is the view that you get from the top of the shopping centre. And we'll compare it to the view which you get from the Peak Tower, which is what we paid extra for. So that's the Peak Tower just in front of us. So we're probably going to get a better view from there. But will it be really worth the extra £5? We'll have to find out, but it is a beautiful view. It's just a shame there's a little bit cloudy today. So now going into this amusing moments selfie place, which is like on one of the top floors of the tower. But it's quite cool, so it's basically loads of different spots where you can get cool little selfies. Look at the little dog. But there's loads of different cool scenes where you can get these photos taken. So it's like a forest here on the left hand side, camping down there. Then it looks like Pac-Man, which is quite cool. I'll probably get a photo with the Pac-Man in a second. And what's through here? That's cool. It's like a neon light show in there. It's got the mirrors too. That's amazing. So we're about to have lunch at 4:15 in the afternoon, and I've barely eaten anything, so I'm looking forward to this. And it's all Hong Kong style. So we've got the Hong Kong style buns, pork and vegetable, custard and chocolate. But obviously the custard one's a minion and the chocolate one's a panda, which is pretty cool. And then Beth's got some fried bean curd stick things, which comes with a truffle sauce. Now that stinks of truffle. I'm not a massive fan of truffle. It's too much for me. So that to me would probably kill me off. But let's try one of these pork buns to begin with. Now I need to check the data. See, some of them have the paper on the bottom. But this one, I'm pretty sure, doesn't have the paper on the bottom, so we'll give it a munch. That's nice. I think that might be just the pork, but that's a really good start, that. Now the pork with vegetable. That one's even better. It's got like a sauce in it, that one. Which makes it taste amazing. It's got so much flavour in that one. They were delicious, and I have to say, Hong Kong is flying up the list for my favourite food so far. Now it's time to have the sweet ones. So we've got the panda, the chocolate panda, which we're going to try out first. See if they're as good sweets. I can't imagine them being that good, because savoury, it sort of makes sense, whereas sweet to me doesn't. Sweet to me makes a lot of sense. That tastes incredible. Look at that. It's like filled with Nutella. That is unreal. That tastes amazing. That's incredible. And the next up is the custard minion. So let's see what this is like. If it's like that one, it's even better. That's nice. Not quite as good as the chocolate one though. Chocolate one's a bit like Nutella pancake, whereas the custard one, I think it might be the custard, to be fair. It's not quite as nice as the custard that you get in the UK, but it still does taste really nice. The next up is what we've been waiting for, the best views, hopefully, of Hong Kong, Sky Terrace 40 8. We are here at the Sky Terrace. Look at how good these views are, although it is very, very touristy right now. But you just got to basically try and slip in to a spot to get a good photo. I think they also got some free photographer over here, so we're going to see if we can get some photos. I don't know whether you can get like one for free and then you have to pay for the rest or something. But look at that view of Hong Kong. So we've just been to collect our free photos, but unfortunately they were not free. It was $200, so that's about £20 just to get one photo digitally sent to you, which is ridiculous. So we've definitely not done that, but the free part is that you get a free service of the photo being taken, but you don't actually get any of the photos for free. But we're now going to do something that came with our ticket, which is called the My Lot Experience Studio. Now I've got no idea what this is, but hopefully it's going to be pretty cool. We'll have to see. So by the looks of it, this is just a traditional Hong Kong museum with all the different things that have been in Hong Kong in the past. It's pretty cool. And then you also get those amazing views from the outside too. So yeah, probably worth it to get the special promo ticket. You get to go up to the top, get to see the best views of Hong Kong, and you also get to go in this museum too. Look at all of these vintage games machines. These look cool. So this is like an arcade game of some form, and you've got to drop them into the slots. Then this was a Space Invaders table. I used to play Space Invaders so much as a kid, which is cool. And I don't know what the name of this game actually is, but I've seen it quite a lot on like TV shows and stuff, people playing them. And then it's like a bar in the background and a few other sets too. And now we are back down to the ground floor at the bottom by the Peak station, but we're now going to get a 23 to take us back to the hotel as our phones are like low on charge, and we're planning on FaceTiming friends and family. And then we're going to head over to Stars Avenue for food tonight, and there's like a musea, I think is what it's called, a shopping centre where we can go and grab some food. So it's a quick changeover, and we've got the tube across the water as we are now heading to the Avenue of Stars, Hong Kong. So that cost us another 15 Hong Kong dollars, but take a look at where we have come out. It's so impressive. I feel like a lot of the Asian countries here look 10 times better in the night when everything's lit up. But it is amazing. There's so many shops, restaurants, things to do too. This is a really cool area. Everything's like lit up. There's like a big golf ball there. Don't really know what that is. Got one of the art museums in front of us here. And you've got loads of huge skyscrapers. The bank there in front of us too. It just looks amazing. We've now made it to the Avenue of Stars. It is very busy today, but again, I don't know if that's because it is a weekend, but look at how cool that is. You get great views of the city line in the background. Especially with all the lights on now, it looks 10 times cooler. So I'm guessing that's the main reason why most people come over here, but I think there are a few more statues further on with like Jackie Chan and other famous people. I don't know who all of these are. Maybe these are meant to be like little sculptures of people, but people seem to be getting photos with them in front of the skyline behind. That's quite cool. It's like a pirate ship going down the river. The plan is on one of the days actually to do one of those tours of the harbour. I don't know when, maybe during sunset would be a good time to do it. So we have found where all of the stars are. They're actually just on the side of the bridge here. So it's got Mrs. Anita Moy Yin Fung, which is an actress and a singer by the looks of it, but some of them have got their actual handprints in the side of the on the side of the bridge. Like this one here, this is Mrs. Maggie Chung, and I'm guessing they've managed to get their handprint in. See if it's how big her hand is. Oh my god, it's tiny. That is tiny compared to my hands, but I suppose it is. Is it a lady? Yeah, it's a lady, so they're probably more likely to have smaller hands. And then they've got Mr. Jet Li, who Beth thinks is a famous actor. Oh yeah, it does say actor to be fair, but it also says frequent champion of national martial arts competitions in mainland China. Oh yeah, and it does say that he actually grew to become one of the country's most prominent martial arts movie icons and later ventured to Hollywood. So he must be recognisable. What's his name? Mr. Jet Li. So I actually don't know who that is, but I'm pretty sure some people will let me know down in the comment section below and what he's been in. But we're now heading over to the K11 Musea, which looks really cool, which is just there. It's got loads of floors by the looks of it too. I don't know whether it's a hotel as well as a shopping centre, but it's also got lots of nice restaurants in there too, so we'll be going for food tonight. What is mad is just how many designer brands there are in all the different shopping centres, how many designer brands that all the different people have too. You see literally loads of people carrying around like Chanel bags, Gucci bags, everything, and just how much different it is compared to Kuala Lumpur, which just had mainly the fake stuff apart from at the Petronas shopping centre. This is just crazy fancy. Just look at how beautiful all of this actually is. Maybe in the future one day, but not now. Whilst we're on a budget, we can't be spending money in these places. So we've come down to the bottom floor, which is actually called the food playground. And basically it looks like one of the hawkers which you get in Singapore. So you basically find somewhere to sit, choose a restaurant and bring your food over. So for food this evening, as I said, we came down to the playground and we've gone to Opa Tofu Kitchen or something, I believe is what it's called. And we have ordered some very nice looking food. So I have got the Korean fried chicken, which looks delicious. It has got a few chili seeds on there, so it may be spicy. And also the barbecue beef, which is a bit of me. And then Beth has got like a tofu broth by the looks of it with rice. She's not happy with how it looks, that's all I can say. But let's give it a try and see what we think of our two. So we'll start off with the fried chicken, see whether it is too spicy or not. That actually tastes amazing again. Honestly, all the food I've had so far in Hong Kong has been beautiful. And now let's try some of the barbecue beef. That's a bone. Right, so let's see what it's like. That is good too, it just melts in your mouth. Love the barbecue sauce on the top as well. And it all came to 254, I think, 254 Hong Kong dollars, which is about £25 and 40 pence. So again, quite expensive, especially compared to all the countries we've been to recently. Well, my food was delicious. The sauce they used on both the chicken and the barbecue ribs was incredible. Unfortunately though, Beth did not enjoy hers at all. So we are now looking for a 7-Eleven for her to get some more food. Otherwise, I won't hear the end of it tonight. But we're now going to head back anyway, get the tube back to our hotel area. There's a 7-Eleven literally next door, and then we'll go get some food from there. And we are back in the room. So we managed to get ourselves a crunch chocolate bar. Beth got herself a couple of cereal bars, and that came to 34 Hong Kong dollars, which is just over £3.10. But it is now time to end the vlog. I have to say, I definitely recommend going up to the peak and taking the Peak Tram. Was really good fun. Was very busy. I don't know whether it would be as busy when you go. Also, all the shopping centre up at the top is really cool too, and you get some great views over Hong Kong. Definitely worth paying that extra little bit just to go at the top. It's only £5 each, so that's not too bad at all. But if you did enjoy this one, do make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you are new. We will be exploring, I can't speak, we'll be exploring more of Hong Kong tomorrow, so I hope you're looking forward to that, and I'll see you all in tomorrow's vlog.